bloody freezing in here today. Let's get rid of old Dream Dob the singing Christmas tree there. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Friday afternoon again. We're nearing Christmas, hence the decorations and everything else, and even the Arctic weather conditions inside Bannister's HQ. The radiators are still not working, it's bloody freezing. You can just about see the breath now. Next week, I'm sure we'll be full on having clouds coming out. It's so cold, we need to get a heater in here. Friday afternoon, here we go again, NPF news. And as we said, Christmas time, the season of goodwill. And we're going to start off, we've had a few Christmas cards in this week to Bannister's HQ. Here's the first one. It says, to all at Bannister's, and especially the Dobbers, congratulations, wishing you all the best. I thought I would send a card to reflect my size. That's from Gaz Walker. So thank you very much, Gaz. We'll get that one there. This one, oh Christ, I'll abbreviate what's inside it because it goes on for 2 hours. It says, Happy Christmas to DC and all at Bannister's, especially the Dobbers. Congratulations on your recent team game victory, proving what a well-oiled team you are and how much head and shoulders above every other team on the Newcastle Poker Forum the Dobbers actually are. Deserve success, the best team won on the day, and the rest of my squad are aspiring to be as good as you or applying to be in the Dobbers next year. Lots of love from the Loose Man. That was abbreviated. There's another 4,000 words inside there that we didn't want to say. And the last one, it says, Oompa Loompa Tickety Boo, very Merry Christmas to you. And P.S. Can you let Scotty Hocking out of your pocket, DC, for next year? Can't make out the signature on that one, or I'm not allowed to say who it was from anyway. But there we go. That's the Christmas cards we've had in. Let's get on with the news. And with we're on a Christmas theme still, we'll start with the Christmas party. Next Saturday, 19th of December, up at the Jolly Miller. The Fred's been up a little while now. Plenty of interest. I think we're up to about 70 people now. We're going to cap it at 80. So if you're watching this, haven't got your name down and want to go, PM me quickly on the forum with your menu choices, telling me that you definitely want to go. Catch up with you before the day, get a £5 deposit off you. If not, we'll pay on the day. But, you know, if you want to go, get it. It's going to be great. And I put a little thing on the forum, on the thread, just a little programme of events that we kind of sorted out when I went up with to see Lee last night. Basically, what we want to do is we want you all to get there between 6 and 6:30 at the Miller on the Saturday. The food's going to be served between 7 and 7:30, give people a chance to get there that can't turn up until a bit later. The food should be finished by about 8:30, 9 o'clock maximum, which is not a problem because Lee said we can stay in the pub as long as we want. We can be there at 4 in the morning if we want, there's not a problem. So, you know, finishing at that time is about ideal. There'll be a bit of background music on while we're eating. Then at 9 o'clock the fun's going to start. You've got Mr. Cardguard Cabaret, which, trust me, you'll all want to see. Mr. Cardguard making a fool of himself. We've got a couple of fun music quizzes, Beat the Intro, and music from the film, etc. We're going to have Deal or No Deal, Family Fortunes, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, a fun pump quiz, some stand-up bingo, some karaoke, a disco, general merriment, taking the mick out of everybody on the mic, and basically the main thing we're going to do is make it a fun night for everybody. There's still time to get in if you want to PM me, and the one thing definitely not going to happen next Saturday, there will be no poker. That's off the agenda. It's a Christmas party. Forget the poker. So, you know, get there and have some fun with everyone else on the NPF. There's lots of people going. If you look on the thread, you'll see who's there. A good assortment of people. Some great characters on there. Be a fun night. Right. Let's get on to last week. It's bloody freezing in here. My hands are going like this. Let's get on to last week's results. Start off with a circus £75 game on Saturday. Bit disappointing. I think it was 38 runners, something like that, 39 runners. Ended up with a chop. Texas Trev and Wayne off the forum, who won his seat into the game from the Jolly Miller League. They chopped it. I think they all took 4.90. Played on for the extra £100, which Wayne won. Notables on the final table along with them too. Rosie off the forum, who's pretty consistent at circus at the moment. Phil Mack, and he wasn't drinking, which is a surprise. He played a good game. And Gold Fox Dom. They were all on the final table. I'm not sure exactly where they finished, but they all cashed. Got a little bit of money. So congratulations. And I think February's game for that is going to move a week on to, I think, the second week in February rather than the first week. And I've heard rumours that Circus have said if they don't get the numbers up for that game, they might continue dropping it. That would be a travesty in my eyes, because that is the best game of the month. Better than the £50 game, a much better structure, more play. So if you can get there for the next Saturday one at Circus, get there and let's get this game bigger there. Add the £500 to that game as well. It's a great game. So well done to all that cashed in that. Then we move on to Sunday, which saw the December 10 playoff that we told you about last week. We told you to forget the November 9. That will be nothing in comparison to the December 10. And so it turned out. You'll have seen the thread on the forum. You'll have seen the pictures. You'll have seen the little updates. Finishing order, 10th place, Sensation. There was no bets on who would be first one out. Everybody wanted to back the Sensation, and it proved that they were all right as he pushed in the first level at 25.50 and couldn't get Smoggy off pocket nines who limped in. So he was out. Second out was Roscoe. What do you expect? He plays with young lads. Obviously doesn't know how to play a long structured game. Third out, very surprisingly, was Stumpy. Made a move with pocket eights after there'd been a small raise and a flat call, and if he hadn't have been playing against two Radgies, that would have got through, but they obviously underestimate the value of ace jack and ace king in that position, and he was out. PGA B aces, aka Buddy Holly, he fell next. Absolute card dead all the way through the tournament. He was gone. In sixth place, the Radgie leader couldn't bring home, couldn't set a good example for the rest of the Radgies, and he fell in sixth. Can only get better, who still hasn't got any better. He come fifth. Fourth, Team Dobbs, when he got down to his customary 2.5 big blinds, decided to shove, and he was gone. Third, Smoggy, aka Cardrack, Luckbox, however you want to put it. He fell in third place. His luck didn't hold out to the end. Heads up, Card Guard and the Geek. Who's going to beat the Geek heads up? Nobody, the way he runs. And of course he took it down. Main hand in that one. I had him all in with ace queen. He had ace 5. That was for the tournament. First card out was a 5. Well done, Sam J, for dealing that to the luck box. We love it. But congratulations to the Geek. Nice trophy. We chopped the money equal ways. There goes the phone again. I'm really sorry. I should have put it on silent. I'll get rid of that one. It's gone. I will put this on a silent while I'm talking to you. I've got my work phone diverted onto my mobile. So that's why it's on. Sorry about that. There we go. We're on silent. That won't go anymore. Get rid of that one. Yeah, so congratulations to the Geek. You got a nice trophy. We chopped the money heads up. Played on for the trophy. Great trophy. Looked good on his sideboard. And he's a lovely guy. I couldn't have been more pleased for him, even though he sucked out on me a couple of times. Well done, mate. And well done to Smoggy for organising that. His next year's up and running. It's getting a lot of interest. You want to be there next year. It'll be cracking. So that's that. Okay, some online results. Pads played in the Million Syndicate last week, and yet again, another min cash for the Syndicate. I think we've played 5 times this year so far, and 3 have cashed. Mrs. Cardguard, Team Dobbs, and now Pads. This Sunday it is Stumpy, I think. Pads has transferred the money to Stumpy. If anyone can go deep in that, Stumpy's the man, so we'll watch with interest on Sunday night. Good luck to him. And also then, a couple of days later, about 6 in the morning, Pads puts a thread up, is deep in a competition, which he ends up finishing second for about $800. So congratulations, young man, well done. Coming handy for Christmas. Camel Toe, second in a full tilt game for $650. Again, well done. And there's a kind of result that makes me smile, because on Tuesday night I went to Circus and I was fortunate enough to meet up with a load of the NPF members, including Mr. and Mrs. Stumpy. And first time for ages I've seen him out was young Stumpy, their son, who's called Big Stumpy. We was in the smoking cage. He was telling me about some results he'd had and how he'd sucked out on a couple of people, but how he'd had some final table chops. And he'd had 3 final table chops in the last 6 days. And then I go on the forum and read a couple of days later that he won a full tilt tournament for $2,000. So congratulations, Craig, well done. Enjoy the win, and let's hope you kick on and go on to bigger and better things in your poker career. Nice to see a young man having some success like that, and he's a thoroughly nice guy as well. So congratulations and well done. On to the Stars games that we have every week. Monday, Mrs. Cardguard won the Monday game, 30 runners. Wednesday, she finished second in Smoggy's Online League, taking her 1 point clear at the top of the table after seven weeks. She's got no smiley face. Second behind by 1 point, as I say, is Team Dobbs. He's got no smiley face either. But obviously consistency pays. So them two are at the top of that, vying for an automatic spot in the December, I think it's going to be the December 20 next year after talking with Smoggy actually, so look out for that. Buzz won that game, first time he's played, he crushed that game. He's always going to crush it, the luck box, the way he runs. And as I say, we're 7 weeks in, and we've got Mrs. Cargard, Ting Dobbs, Stumpy, and I think Roscoe and Coiter up there as well. So again, this Wednesday I think in that game there was 30 odd runners, which is fantastic. And we're going to come on to something a little bit later on in the news, where we're hoping at least that many runners come in for that. We'll come back to you on that one.